Kevin
by the
Bacon.
way, so a deal is underway potentially, and it seems like McCarthy has agreed to give the Freedom Caucus the keys to the car on pushing for national debt default, which is spicy. Let's see what happens. Let's hear what Jake Tapper has to say about all this.
It's 13th vote, ballot number 13, and they, again, did not elect a Speaker of the House. No one got enough votes.
Wait, why did they
right now,
default?
they are all voting on a motion to adjourn. That is it's the motion right now being voted on. Let's get right to CNN's Manu Raju.
I hope
Manu,
they
we've been doing the math, and it seems
Wait, why
like
do they
the
want to
task will be
default?
much
I don't
easier.
understand that.
Oh, they just want to blow it up. Like, literally. It's just they want to, like, I guess, fuck shit up.
I like how he's like, everybody knows debt is bad, but defaulting on debt is awesome. Like, no, that's
It's also
bad.
it's also one of those things where it's like everybody understands that if you destroy the American economy, like, it's over. You've accelerated to the point where, like, there's no, like, repairing this at the global level. You know what I mean? It's a fucking wrap.
Easier for Kevin McCarthy to become the Speaker if these two House Republicans, Buck and Hunt, who are absent right now for personal reasons, if they return.
Hey
Tell us
guys,
what's going
this
on.
Is my
this
fucking
is exactly
stream now.
why the House.
Pause this shit. I don't give a fuck about this shit. Don made a big mistake leaving me in here. So, guys, I'm going to be streaming later the CoffeeZilla.
Oh, you're streaming it?
I think I'll do that, yeah. I'll react to that. So, I don't think it's even come out yet.
This guy, bro. You done? Oh, this is
You
zapping?
didn't-
Is it zapping you?
Yeah.
Did you get zapped?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. There's an issue in this room with, like, I'm glad that someone else experienced it though, because, like, people don't believe me, and it gets really fucking crazy sometimes. I think there's, like, an electrical leak or something. What is it?
You didn't give me much time, though. I was hoping to have a little more time
What you can?
to take over.
Yeah.
Smart. Would it be awesome if you came back and you were, like, banned?
No, it would not be.
That'd
That
be
would be
fucking
like
awesome.
the least awesome thing that's ever happened. I think
It's
there's
so
like
funny that I could just say something and then you get in so much trouble.
Yes, it's fucking awful. And Twitch has like
It wouldn't affect me at all.
Yeah, and Twitch has literally no recourse for this sort of thing too. It's really
Someone
fucked
just
up.
shows up. And
Yeah.
House is voting to adjourn right now to give time for those members to return. I'm told Ken Buck in particular has a flight arriving back into Washington around 9 p.m. So they plan to come back at 10 p.m. That would give Kevin McCarthy 2 additional votes. Now, that doesn't mean that he will get there. There's already a furious effort underway right now to get the other remaining holdouts, the two most viewed as gettable, Matt Rosendale of Montana and Elijah Crane. He's an incoming Republican member as well. Both of them are
Ghouls,
are being lobbied by the membership, by the top leaders.
Yeah, they're all fucking ghouls.
These guys, it's so fucked up. Like, y'all are going to die soon, and you're telling me what to do with the country.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even going to affect your dead ass. Like, you have 5 years to live, and you're trying to fucking tell me what to do with the country? Just fucking die and let us take it from here.
Yeah. This is a good point, by the way. In 2011, the U.S. credit rating was lowered from AAA to AA+, AA+, by multiple agencies just because it seemed like it might default on the debt. I'm curious to see how they will respond when the GOP House is promising to default, which is crazy because, once again, if the American economy, if the American debt is forced to default, then the entire global economy falls apart. Like, everything is run off the dollar. It would be fucking insane.
You know what, though? I can see like, I saw a headline yesterday, like, Wall Street is down on hot job market report because they're afraid of inflation. So they had this great job market report, and the stock market tanked because of that. So who knows? Defaulting on the loan could slow down inflation.
No,
huge dub for the Wall Street.
No, that's
yeah,
definitely
baby,
definitely one of
go.
those things where, like, it's no longer that would be beyond, that would be like a meltdown. It's like nuclear meltdown.
I like how they're like,
to break.
it's the Democrats haven't done nothing good for us. It's the Republicans' turn, and then they get in and get the cars, and they literally just fucking drive off a cliff.
Yeah, because
The minute they get
ironically, the minute that they get in, here's one way to, like, also make the debt worse by cutting taxes. And that's ding, ding, ding. That's the first thing that these motherfuckers do.
That do.
I don't know. I just pressed it.
You don't know what it does?
It's recording somewhere. I guess there's audio recording now for
it's
no
just
reason.
on.
Oh, I turned it off. Never mind. So basically, basically that's what they do. That's what Donald Trump did. Allegedly, one of the big provisions Kevin used today was to get votes to promise to cut the defense budget by $75 billion.
That's a vibe.
I mean, that's literally nothing. It's like shaving with a butter knife.
But they'll be like, we can't give no more money to Ukraine.
Yeah, I mean, I love that. I just don't believe in that. And I also feel like it's like one of those like endless conversations about defund the police where you're not actually engaging or committed to like any sort of serious defunding. And it's just like taking a little bit off the tippy top that they would have gotten as an additional amount of discretionary spending. You know what I mean? Which is usually how this works. That's what's probably going to happen. Anyway, let's continue.
Make ranks, and I'm told that the concerns that they have raised are political. Crane, in particular, is concerned that if he backs McCarthy, this could hurt him in a potential primary bid in the next cycle. Also, I'm told about Rosendale. Mr. McCarthy, do you think you'll have the votes to be elected Speaker tonight?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
And you'll be able to flip Rosendale and Crane?
I'll have the votes.
What are their concerns? So there you have it. He said yes, he's got the votes to become elected Speaker. If you're still with me here, Jake.
Yep.
He says.
I mean, he said he's had the votes for a while, but and every time he says he has the vote, it just doesn't work. In other words, forcing the vote works. Lemafayao. You guys are so fucking stupid if you legitimately can compare what the Republican Party is doing when their goals are literally identified and aligned with the rest of the Republican Party to the Democratic Party where like the supposed goals that you believe the Progressive Caucus is supposed to be espousing are aligned with the rest of the Democratic Party. You are a fucking idiot, okay? You are a stupid person, okay? You are a stupid person if you legitimately think that this is anything but like a false promise that's not going to work and they're going to find a different way to add additional $70 billion cut in military spending, $85 billion added on to the discretionary spending for the military. $800 billion is going to the fucking military every goddamn year. You're not stupid for cutting the military spending. You're stupid for misunderstanding something that is fundamentally not going to happen. And it doesn't matter. I probably now have a 12-month subscriber who's now going to be a lifelong hater, waiting for the opportunity to be like, see, they actually did cut it. Not realizing that a month down the line, they're going to re-add that in a different way. Okay, there are numerous ways to fucking add additional expenditures into the military budget. You are delusional if you think that that is actually going to happen. Literally, look at the war in Ukraine. There was a massive hole in the tune of $52 billion once the Afghan withdrawal happened. $52 billion a year was going into Afghanistan. Now, the $52 billion that like is already paid for through our military industrial complex has to go somewhere else. Where is it going to go? Ukraine. Okay? It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
The U.S. military spending only goes up. You're delusional if you think that that's anything but a false promise or just like a false assurance. Those Republicans don't even want to fucking cut military spending. Right. You absolute fucking dingus.
You fucking piece of shit.
He's not a piece of shit. He's just like too stupid and too horny.
Bro.
He's too stupid.
Leave.
And he is too horny to literally fucking have a gotcha moment. Okay, that's it. That's literally what he's doing.
Nice try. Idiot.
Meanwhile, the top of the hour is upon us, and the real gotcha is the 3-minute ad break.
Unless you use that Prime.
That's right. Unless you use your Twitch Primes or by subscribing for $5 or for free. Twitch Prime is free. Or by getting gifted the sub if you're lucky. Here is the 3-minute ad break now.
So there's just like...
Megaphonics, thank you for the 5. Travis Scat, thank you for the 5. Paralapse, thank you for the 5 gifted.
So just the subs are left or can watch us right now?
What? No. Everyone can technically watch us. It just like depends. Usually most people just have like ad block. Yeah. So they don't even see it.
I thought Twitch,
Twitch is super aggressive. They literally shut really down pretty much most ad blocks.
Because whenever I open your stream and I have ad block, they fucking serve my ass like a super long ad. Like, they get it. It's actually super, like, they're too aggressive, in my opinion. Yeah. Because sometimes I'll go to your stream and I need to refresh or something, and they hit you with like a 3-minute ad.
So that is a pre-roll. I don't want that. I literally am like, stop serving pre-rolls. That's outside of my control. But this 3-minute ad break that I do at the top of the hour is like completely within my control. I mean, it's a contractual obligation. Fine, you know what I mean? But like, at least I'm, launching it. I'm telling you it's happening.
The thing that I don't like is how something happens and you have to come back within like a minute. Like, they know that you've been served an ad recently. Like, give me a fucking little bit of grace, Twitch.
Yeah. Also, Young Spicy Meatball, thank you for the 5. Axman Richie, thank you for the 5. Trismatics, thank you for the 5. And Tamana, thank you for the 5. Miss Pasta Bod, thank you for the 5.
Thank you for the gift.
Yeah.
In the words of Ninja.
Yeah. Thank you, Fahey894 for the 5. Get the subs as well. Okay.
When is the vote on the...
It's going to be at 10 p.m. tonight, so it's going to be 7 p.m. Our time. Later.
He has the votes. Tonight he has the votes to be elected speaker. That is new.
The other day, they just adjourned till...
Some days they just like want to blow through it. Other days they successfully, I guess this day, they successfully struck a deal. So they were like, fuck it. We're going to, we're going to adjourn till 10 and then vote for it. Tiny type horror show that you have the 5 gifted.
He has not been saying that so far. In fact, for some time, Kevin McCarthy has been saying that it's unclear when he would...
Salt Lake City got sentenced to 6.5 years in prison.
For what reason?
For wire fraud and money laundering.
That's crazy. Is that the Wendy's lady? The one that's all on all the Wendy's ads?
No, that's...
I don't watch anything like that, so I have no idea.
Jen Shaw, 6.5 years. Bye.
Yeah.
She was rich. She was stealing money from elderly people.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Awesome. And she was flaunting like extraordinarily wealthy on the show, like designer, everything, fat house, like living large. And in one of the episodes, the fucking police come to arrest her ass during an episode.
And they shot it?
It's all, and she gets a phone call right before they arrive. Like, oh, something came up. I got to go. So somebody tipped her off and she dodged the fucking police raid.
That's kind of fire. That's fire content in general.
Salt Lake City, Housewives of Salt Lake City is so good.
That's cool.
And
okay,
now she's going to jail for 6.5 years.
Let's finish this and then we'll get to stuff like that. Okay, let me just because this is the main like serious news story of the day. I just want to blow through this real quick.
Yeah, that's what he said last night. That's what he said this morning. But now you have Kevin McCarthy saying that tonight he will have the votes to be elected Speaker of the House, and that would mean that he had to flip some members somehow, some way.
Okay.
Those remaining holdouts, as we're talking about Elijah Crane as well as his incoming freshman, Matt Rosendale of Montana, both of them had expressed concerns about the politics of supporting Kevin McCarthy. Crane concerned about the potential primary impacts he could have in the next election cycle. Rosendale is eyeing a potential Senate run in Montana. He wants to stay to the right of any potential opponent there. One of the Montana potential opponent there, Ryan Zinke, also an incoming member, is supporting McCarthy. So there you get some of the sense of the politics there. But McCarthy doesn't seem too concerned. I just asked him about Rosendale and Crane. As you heard, he didn't really...
I mean, he never seemed particularly concerned, even when he clearly should have been concerned. So I don't fully understand why this is any different. But I guess like they know something that we don't know, because it seems like they're now in unison, collectively stating that like Kevin McCarthy definitely has struck a deal. That's what's happening. No Ethan, no more. Yeah, dude, he's gone. Like, what do you mean? He just left to pee, you fucking freak. Holy shit. Calm down, okay?
Quite say how he's planning to get those members, but there are lots of different scenarios in which he can get there. Some may vote present to lower the voting threshold, and then getting these two members back who support McCarthy are essential. But right there, Kevin McCarthy...
I covered the Andrew Callahan NPR interview already.
He believes that after all these failed ballots, one after the other, this historic speaker's race, more than 100 years here, that he will finally get the votes to be elected speaker. After we've seen, it's been 100 years since we have multiple ballots in an election. Kevin McCarthy feels he's there tonight.
That's right, Manu Raju. It is huge news and a very lucky Friday the 13th for Kevin McCarthy as of right now. Not just luck, obviously, a lot of wheeling and dealing and negotiating. Right now, Kevin McCarthy is within grasp of the House speakership. He has 214 votes. He only needs to flip 2 rebels of the remaining 6.
2 rebels. Joining me now. I love that. Here are some of the concessions and promises McCarthy has made over the course of the negotiations. Here's a bullet point. Here's a list. Any member can call for a motion to vacate the speaker's chair, which, I think it's fun and I like it. McCarthy's leadership PAC won't play in open primaries in safe districts. Okay. They're like, basically making sure that they're making sure that they basically fucking protect their positions. Hold votes on key conservative bills, including balanced budget amendment, congressional term limits, and border security. Okay. the congressional term limits being held is so funny because like it's not going to pass. But I'm glad that they're like at least getting an assurance that they'll put it to the fucking they'll put it to the test. A debt ceiling hike must be paired with spending cuts, which is not necessarily a debt ceiling hike in and of itself, or actually forcing a default. But symbolic assurances, which kind of makes sense because like they were never going to. Oh my God.